is acquainted territory for NATO as they fought the Cold War there. They understand the place totally. However, Europe will not be the field of battle for much longer. Currently, the real battle is going to the east. In Asia, and the rivals are very stronger. It is that the People's Republic of China, their army, their economy, their population, all of it is much larger than Russia. Conjointly, the ideologic divisions are too powerful. At least Russia pretends to be a democracy. Their economy also follows the free market, which is not the case in China. China is a textbook authoritarian communist regime. They can topple the world order with their power. So now what will uh, NATO do concerning it? On paper they will do nothing. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization deal with transatlantic tensions. China is within the different phase of the globe. It is an Indo-Pacific country. Therefore, as for NATO was reluctant to take actions on China. However, in Madrid, NATO has overtly named China as a threat to their security. In the joint statement, they have said, we face general competition from those, including the People's Republic of China, who challenge our interests, security, and values and look for the undermine the rules based mostly international order. They are talking concerning three things: interests, security, and values. All three belong to Cold War terminology, and it is not simply the words. NATO's actions indicate an Asian pivot. Four Indo-Pacific nations were invited to the Madrid summit: Japan, South Korea, Australia, and New Zealand. This has never happened before. Four Indo-Pacific countries attending a World Organization summit was first. All four of them spoke concerning the China challenge. South Korea's President Yoon Suk Yeol said the security scenario for particular region will send ripple effects throughout the globe. Therefore, there is a shared understanding that alliances supported certain regions aren't enough to handle security crises. That recognition has been enlarged to the crisis in Ukraine. That recognition is additionally why South Korea, Australia, Japan, and New Zealand have been invited to the conference. Because the Asia Pacific Four are close cooperation between the Indo-Pacific and NATO have become a lot crucial in these times. The White House has known a few areas like cyber and hybrid threats, maritime security, counter-terrorist act, global climate change are the four cornerstones of cooperation, and one among them will particularly vex China, which is maritime security. As it may mean plenty of things: joint service drills, joint patrols, moves that counter China's influence in the Indo-Pacific. Beijing won't allow it among these Asian partners. Japan is the most eager. Prime Minister Fumio Kishida desires to upgrade the partnership with NATO, which means a lot of cooperation. He is talking concerning swap Japan's partnership document with NATO and secondly strengthen Japan's defenses. They pay just 1% of their GDP on defense. Preferably, Japan would really like to be somewhere around 2%, that is on par with NATO's standards. Conclusion is that China has been named in NATO's roadmap document for the first time, and four Indo-Pacific countries attended the summit, and everyone four are China's regional rivals. It's primarily blinking signs of danger for Beijing. Their foreign ministry was fast to condemn NATO's statement. They aforesaid it falsely defined China. China's foreign ministry spokesperson Zhao Lijian said NATO's new strategy thought document disregards the facts, provides a false account of actuality of facts, falsely defines China as a strategic challenge, and smears China's policy. It opposes China's traditional military development and national defense program is unaccountable. It encourages conflict and is choked with Cold War thinking and ideological prejudice. China is seriously involved and firmly hostile to this. Chinese state media, the Global Times said in an op-ed, catering to NATO's Asia pacification is tantamount to inviting wolves into the house. It's an extremely unwise choice for any Asia Pacific country and is bound to damage that country's strategic trust with China, inevitably leading to consequences. They may be talking about military or economic consequences, which is quite worrisome for NATO's Asian partners. China encompasses a history of offensive deterrence, which means once they feel vulnerable, they assail the force offensive deterrence. They mount military incursions. For example, their entry into the Korean War in 1950, their attack on India in 1962, the war on Vietnam in 1979. All of those followed this principle, that is, offensive deterrence. China may do something similar to that to NATO to discourage it. However, plenty depends on how rapidly NATO completes this Asia pivot. The alliance chief Jens Stoltenberg says China is considerably build up its military forces as well as nuclear weapons, bullying its neighbors and threatening Taiwan, investing heavily in important infrastructure as well as in allied countries, observing and dominating its own voters to advance technology and spreading Russian lies and misinformation. China is not our rival, however, we should be precautious concerning the serious challenges it represents. So, according to him, China may be a challenge, however, not an antagonist. So, threat for a longer term, that is how NATO sees China. They need to deal with Russia first and then vault on to the Indo-Pacific. If NATO will build an alliance in Asia, it might have far-reaching consequences. However, what's going to that alliance seems like an Asian copy of the NATO or a replacement suited to Asia's cultural and political variations. Plenty of countries as well as India are going to be expecting that. So guys, this was for today. Give us your thoughts on this in the comment section, and if you appreciate our content, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with your family and friends. We will meet soon in a new video. Thank you. Jai Hind.